Browns, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 64 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. Running with Elliott, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 35 on second down, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 16. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darryl Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has... The NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no run back on the opening. Kickoff, it'll come out to the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Got a man here, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cedric Wilson, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the scramble. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's got some space here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now it's Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. A dump off to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott flush to his right. And that's Elliott, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Cowboys 27. Ravens 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A nice little juke. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for Dallas. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A give to Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
The score currently is 35. Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Jarwin.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good. Baltimore, first down. First and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on second and long. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth. UFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the first play of the game. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Micah Parsons drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 91 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw here to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and goal. Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, A major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. And that time the tackle by Amari Cooper. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 51 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Amari Cooper. A gain of 7. First down, Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. On play action, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where?
And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Prescott on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Prescott's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's got Rome. Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for Dallas. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon.
With this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. Sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Second down and 8. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Robinson. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go one more. Yellow. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the slip, watch the slip. Mike 55.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. The 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a... And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
throw.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott yet again. Looking sideline, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Prescott on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Prescott. This is caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll throw again. Prescott. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Here we go, team. Here I come.
on 2nd and 9. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Prescott. He's got Elliott. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Dak. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. To throw, Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.